Earpods, AirPods, InPods, earbuds, you can name them all. These are trending devices that have been embraced by many people, especially the young. Well, we all want to be trendy, definitely look fashionable, but do we know the health implications that these devices have on our ears, especially long term?
I purchased them for 1200 Kenyan shillings, yeah.
I bought these pods at 1500.
Okay, so this is worth around 1500. I got it for 1450.
I got it as a gift, actually. I'm not sure how much they are.
It goes for around 1500 shillings.
They could be costing just a few Kenyan shillings, but it is said that cheap is expensive. In this case, expensive to your ears, for the implications could cost one's hearing ability. Noise-induced hearing loss has become an increasingly major issue, with many damaging sounds around us, like sirens, heavy equipment, traffic, and music concerts. Unlike exposure to loud noises at work or on the streets, which are often unavoidable, another leading cause of noise-induced hearing loss is inappropriate use of personal listening devices such as earbuds, which blasts loud sounds right into our ears. For the music and movie lovers, these devices have come in handy. I took some time just to walk around different major towns and areas in Kenya. I couldn't walk 100 meters without noticing more than one person wearing an earbud. I talked to a few. They said they are in love with them, as earbuds are convenient.
You know, most of the time when you use the ones that have wires, they tend to get spoiled easily. So that's why I prefer these ones.
But I feel like it's easier to use, and because it's not wired, it's wireless and stuff, yeah.
Sana sana nilibuy because of movies. I think they are so cool. Ukiwa kwa mat, unaona movie, hakuna mtu mnasumbuana naye, kitu kama hiyo.
These devices are completely replacing headphones and earphones, which were not safe either, but earbuds could be worse according to experts.
The inner ear is a very critical area, and it usually has little fine cells that we call hair cells. You can imagine your hair and they're inside there. So they are able to move and change this sound wave into an electrical one. If you have high, loud sounds, then they can actually cause damage to these hair cells. Unfortunately, it's one of the areas that cannot be able to restore itself, meaning that the damage is irreversible.
It is indeed a trend and almost impossible to find someone who doesn't own a pair of earbuds. Listening to music and making hand-free calls are just some of the reasons why people prefer using earbuds. But whether we like it or not, or whether we admit it or not, there are times we have used our earbuds, InPods, AirPods, you can name them still, for a longer period of time. Now, doctors are now warning against these devices, but how bad are they to our ears?
This can be as a result of either one loud incident, or continuous exposure for a long period of loud noise. And also when we talk about earpods or even loud music and all, remember, the closer you are to the sound, the worse or the higher the risk. Now you can imagine, now you've actually concentrated that sound exactly into your ear, and since you're enjoying this music, you even increase the volume higher so that you can have a sound around effect.
The longer you listen to different contents using the earbuds, the more you will damage your hearing. Some of the young people I interacted with were actually afraid and cautious of the long-term impact of earbuds usage, while some, like this lady, didn't care at all. She says she is a lover of music, and music all the way.
60 years to come, maybe I'll comment. So I'm not afraid of losing my hearing ama hizo side effects. Muziki kabisa.
For those that were cautious, in many cases, they will only reduce the volume or wear one earbud when in busy public places, unlike when alone, as many young people will term it, in the zone.
The reason why I'm putting it on one side of the ear is actually at the moment I'm walking. It is safer for me, such that the other ear is very attentive to the surrounding environment. Like for instance, I'm making a walk, so the attentiveness of my safety, or rather maybe a vehicle or someone might be making a call to me.
I don't put them at a loud voice. I use a low voice so that when I walk around I can hear. Well, that is when I'm on the road too.
The way they are designed, earbuds blast music directly to the ear canal. So the issue is not just wearing earbuds for long, but the direct contact of earbuds to the ears. Generally, loud music from a speaker can be a nuisance. Well, your guess is as good as mine. The direct contact can rupture your eardrum, leading to hearing loss.
The ear is divided into three parts: the outer, the middle, and the inner ear. And the outer ear is where you're able to concentrate your sound waves. Then it passes through the eardrum to the inner ear, where it is actually changed to a signal, which is now like a neural or electrical signal sent through your nerve to the brain. So that is how the ear works.
Earbuds sit right inside your ear and are very close to the ear canal. They are designed to naturally increase the volume. The average number of decibels in earbuds models range from 85 to 90 decibels. However, we have some that exceed this range. Research showing that permanent hearing loss can occur in as little as an hour and 15 minutes. As I walk in the streets of Nairobi, I meet Lewis. He has a hearing problem in his left ear due to exposure to loud music. However, he still uses an earbuds in his right ear. He says he regulates the music or sound at a go. So, is his right ear really safe?
It makes me disconnect to the world for a minute because I don't want to feel the bad energies people have around me. So it makes me disconnect to the world. And also they make me feel more of myself. Yeah, I can say that. And also I don't put loud music because I have some ear problems with the left ear. So I don't put loud music because if I put loud music, I'll start having some ringing effect on my ear at night. So I don't put loud music. And also I'm a producer, and also my ears are my work. So I can't destroy my work.
How loud the sound is, the closeness you are to the source of the loud sound, the time you are exposed to the loud sound, and the frequency of exposure affect your hearing ability. Do you often ask people to repeat themselves because you did not hear them at first?
Hearing loss can be long-term or instant depending on the exposure. In the early stages of hearing loss, you might notice the symptoms in loud environments. For example, it is common to find that you are unable to understand what other people are saying when there is a lot of noise going on around you. As the hearing loss continues, it becomes more difficult to understand speech in quiet environments as well.
At the time I went to an event when I was in high school, and I stood next to the stage. So the bass and the speakers were so close to me, so they destroyed my left ear because I was standing on the far left. They destroyed my left ear, and I started discovering my left ear wasn't hearing that much. And sometimes I hear some ringing effects when I'm in a quiet room. I hear some ringing effects on my left ear.
You know those loud noises? You're constantly exposing your ears to damage. Little damages, cumulatively, you are in your 40s, 50s, and you're telling people, excuse me, you're in a conference or in a meeting and you can't hear half of the things. And all this is because of trivial things that you'd have sorted earlier. So the less exposure in terms of the less you're putting those inserts, the better. Our radios had speakers over there. You could still hear the presenters even before that. So you don't have to always concentrate on that.
Earbuds could be trendy, convenient, and easy to use. For all it takes is a Bluetooth pairing with phones or other devices and ready to listen. But the long-term impact is evident. Hearing loss.
If you look in the movies, they always add a noise. So that moment where someone can't hear and then there's a noise, it's because that loud noise, when it goes to the inner ear, there is a part of it which has things called hair cells that can get damaged. And it can also occur through prolonged episodes of exposure to noise.
Even though loud noises can result in long-term hearing loss, this problem is easy to avoid if you are proactive about protecting your ears.
For that person who has a hearing loss on one side, I believe and hope that they have actually gone through a due process of assessment, and there's a mode of, a treatment, some form of rehabilitation. And in that case, you would be more protective of your other ear, right? You would not even want someone to slap you that side. You better give them the other side, right? So by virtue of having a hearing loss, whether one side or both sides, you want to go see the doctor. You don't say that, it's only this side, let me use the other side.
When you're using your earbuds and exposed to loud music, one is advised to be diligent about minimizing the risk of inner ear damage.
This is something that is affecting the world, leave alone us locally. We need to protect our ears. The same way you protect your eyes, please protect your ears. A hearing loss is not loud. If I am blind, you can noticeably know there's something wrong. I might fumble, I might triple. But now if I am having a hearing loss, I might be seated over here, you're talking to me, and I'm just looking at you, and I'm like, I'm not hearing anything. So you need to protect your ears, because no one will know you have a hearing loss. And the earlier you want to protect your ears and follow the general measures of protecting your ears, you'll have long ear life.
Trendy can be sometimes costly, not in terms of money, but from the evidence in terms of your health. It is a choice, really, but if I were a frequent user of earbuds, I would prefer to save my ears and maybe go the traditional headphones way. But if you cannot part ways with your pair of earbuds, then reduce the time you use your earbuds, be mindful of the volume, and every time you wear your earbuds, make sure they are clean. My name is Aida Muzati for CAF TV, Nairobi.